I'm gonna give him 5, and I want you guys to support his motherfucking ass. Put it together for Michael Nadler, everybody. Come on, put it together.
Yeah. How y'all doing tonight? Woo! It's a bit weird for me because not only do I have my wife in the room, but my mother-in-law is here. So basically almost everything that I normally would do, I can't do tonight. I'm not going to discuss eating ass at all. That's off limits at this point. My drug habits, I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to talk about those. That's going to have to come up at some point because I'm a father now. And being a father, I have teenage kids. It's a weird time to have teenage kids in Toronto because we just became legal and now I have teenagers. Right? Just before this happened, it was okay to have a drink in front of your kids, right? No problem. I had a beer in front of my kids. Can I now smoke a joint in front of my kids? That should be fine, right? It's perfectly legal. So I said to my kids, is it okay if I smoke a joint at home? And my kids said, Dad, you don't smoke pot. And I said, yes, I do. And my 16-year-old daughter said, what do you mean? How often do you do that? And I said, every day. Every day. As soon as the little one goes to bed, I get high every day. And my daughter said, I didn't know that. I said, listen, when I came into your room last night and the night before and 3 weeks ago and we had these like half-hour conversations where you didn't get to say anything and I only stopped to have snacks, what did you think was going on? So they said, really? And I said, yeah. They said, can you show us how to roll a joint? And I said, I mean, I can show you how to roll a joint, but you can't smoke a joint. I guess you could smoke a joint at home with me, that should be fine. So we went downstairs to the kitchen table and I brought up it's a very large box. It's a large wooden box I painted it. You know, some nights I'm quite high and I'm just painting the box all night long. It's a lot of fun. So I open up the box and I've got all my different strains of weed in there and I'm bringing them out on the table and I'm explaining them to the kids. What do I need with all these different strains? And the first one I said, this here is strawberry jerry. It's a fine sativa. This is what you want to be really mellow when you're just hanging out with friends. This is good for that. And this one over here, this blend, this one makes you sort of forget what's going on for an hour. This is one I use called Go Practice Violin. And then there's this one over here. This one will mess you up completely. You will not remember what happens when you take this one. This is what I call parent-teachers interviews. And I said to my son, who's 14, I said, why aren't you interested in this? And he goes, Dad, your shit is shit. Okay? I don't know what 40-year-old stuff that is, but I go to a public high school. You have no idea what you're talking about. It wasn't very good. My son, though, at 14, has developed a bit of a gambling problem, which, you know, on the one hand, as his father, I'm worried about it, and on the other hand, as his bookie, I'm making like a lot of money because he's not a good gambler. He makes really bad bets. I don't suggest the bets. He comes to me, he says, Dad, do you think the Leafs are going to win the rest of the games this year? And I'm like, maybe. I'm going to give you like 50 to 1 that they won't though. And he puts up $5 and I cash out in a couple of days. And this happens over and over again. And you know, so a couple weeks go by and I've won, I don't know, 8 or 9 bets now. I'm up like $50. I have to raise his allowance just to get him to cover his action to me, which, I don't know. He was not happy about it though, and I think he set me up. He totally set me up. My wife was out working one night. She does these book club things. She goes out and does these lectures, and often I'm home with just the kids. And my son said, you know what, Dad, I think I do want to try to smoke a joint with you. I was like, okay, I'm glad that you're trying that at home where it's nice and safe. And so he set it up. We're sitting at the kitchen table, and he's like, can I try to do the grinding thing? And my daughter's trying to roll the joint, and they're getting me to smoke up. And they're like, let me see how you take a hit. After about 3 or 4 hits, I'm very, very stoned. I've lined up shreddies on the table with mini marshmallows and little chocolate chips and another shreddy on top, and I'm microwaving them. I'm explaining, these are mini s'mores. They're really delicious. And the kids they're having a great time just watching me, and I'm thinking to myself, why haven't they tried anything yet? Why haven't they tried anything yet? And then the front door opens, and my wife walks in. And she looks at me, and she looks down at the table, and she looks at the kids, and she says, what the hell is going on here? And I said, honey, I can explain, really, I can explain. And my son says, Dad, you want to bet? Thanks a lot.